पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते हरिः ओम्.
That which we call the outer world is perfect. This which we call the inner world is perfect. Each one filled with divine consciousness. Perfect comes from perfect. Take perfect from perfect. The remainder is perfect. Divine consciousness is non-dual. Anything that emerges from the divine consciousness is whole, is complete, is Purna. May peace and peace and peace be everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः.
Hello friends, so today we have a wonderful guest with us in our Purnamadah series, Lata Jaiswal ji. And the interesting part about Lata is that for a long time in her life, she worked with import export and doing business. And now she learns the flute. And I think all of us will be really excited to understand ki, how does a person dedicate her life now to becoming a musician rather than doing business. So, Lata, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
And I'm really excited to meet you again. I think we met in 2017.
Yes, yes.
When you came for a session.
Correct.
And now I'm seeing you. But of course, you do exchange WhatsApp with me on New Year and stuff like that. So I know that you're doing well.
Yes.
But tell me, Lata, something about your childhood.
Childhood. Actually, I was an adopted child, and I belong to a very huge joint family, middle class joint family. So uh, let me start with big family, 11 siblings. I was the chosen one, you can say. So the question was not initially in my mind, why me? But it gradually, the society, the situations, they were forming questions within me to realize that I need to get the answers. Through the situations change as my life was growing, and I was growing, and I was seeing changes within the family, how people change. The moment I was growing up, and I lost my grandmother. I was very close to my grandmother. When I lost her in 2015, I lost her.
Mm-hmm.
Then I realized things started changing in the family. But it was changing. It actually started changing when there was a financial problem. Okay. Financial problems, yeah. I remember earlier I was okay with being adopted. everything was fine. But when there was money in the family, everything was fine. And I was okay with my parents. I mean, everyone was like, she is having a great life like a Cinderella, because I was adopted. My father was the eldest among the four brothers. So he has taken me because he was having no child. So he has taken me from the younger brother.
Okay.
So I'm the eldest daughter. Uh, I mean, biologically, I was the eldest daughter. So
Correct.
my father, who is my father now, he has taken from his brother. So the adoption took part within the family. So both my parents were there only. So I had no issues. I mean, who are my parents? Like generally adopted children, they have
Correct.
questions like, who would be my parents? I have no problem. Both my parents were there, and I knew that I was adopted, and everything was okay till the time there was huge financial crisis in the family. So then people started changing towards me. Then the major changes I felt was ownership issues, which I never felt before so much. I mean, it because I was very small, it did not occur to me, or maybe I did not understand. But as I was growing up, I realized everything is coming to a conclusion, then that there is a ownership issues rising as the financial crisis was increasing in the family.
Correct.
So my childhood, if I'll say, from 5, as I remember, from approx 5-6 years to um, 14, 15 years, that part was like, I am having best of clothes, best of shoes, best of everything. My birthday was celebrated like a princess in the family, and there were 11 more siblings, including
Correct.
me. We were 12, but my birthday was celebrated in a huge way. In fact, other siblings were jealous of me, of my clothes, because for my parents, I was the only daughters. They were treating me like a princess. And others, they were, I mean, jokingly jealous, because we all were kids, jokingly jealous about my clothes, about my birthday parties being celebrated only in the family. And they were also looking forward to the party because we were kids. So
Correct.
but the things I started to, notice when, or it came to me when financial position was going down, and from that house, big palace like house, for a middle class family, from a middle class family, as I was 5 to 6 years old, I remember we shifted to a very big house. So going from small house to a big house, which was built uh, within, I mean, it was a family house, and it was beautifully built from scratch, and with fully marbled and spacious 4 BHK flats. One room was given to me because, as I said, I was the only daughter. So one room was given to me exclusively. My parents were very busy, as I remember. They hardly used to be at home. So I was having a music system in my room. And there is a story about music also, which I would
Okay.
like to say, because music is very big part of life right now. It is a huge part of me. So music system came to me like, there was a didi in my house who used to work. The entire family used to work. This didi, she was poor. She was working, but she got a gift from someone. But they have no electricity in their house. So she said that, keep this music system with you. When the electricity will come, I'll take it from you. And it was God sent, because the moment we entered that house name was Vrindavan. So this Vrindavan is also very important for me. The house which
Yes.
was built, yeah, it was named Vrindavan. And the moment I entered that house Vrindavan, I was about 5-6 years of old. um, Music system was exclusively given to me, not to the other 11 siblings. It was kept with me in my room. and I was given the authority to use it, do whatever I feel like. Whether I use it or not, it's up to me. So I had nothing in the flat, in my room especially, only one music system. And I was in school, definitely little bit of my books, and TV was out of my reach. TV was kept in my parents' bedroom, which my parents were not there, so most of the time it was locked. So I was never used to watching TV. I was by default used to listening to music. So I was there we were there in that Vrindavan house for 9 years. So within that 9 years, I mean, my maximum part of life was dedicated to music. So only listening to music, going to school, listening to music, going to school, and food and whatever, working little bit of work. And this Didi was taking care of me like a nanny, very close to me, taking care of me. I was having best of clothes, best of shoes. In fact, it was people, I mean, in my relatives, they wanted to see me so that they wanted to see what new dress she's wearing today. What's new, yeah. They were not interested in me, that rather than my dresses, my shoes, just to have a look. So, and my mother was very advanced, so she was always giving me the best of clothes, best of shoes. So this 9 years was musical. And definitely within this 9 years, as we were about to leave that house, financial crisis cropped up. And little bit there was I could feel the changes within the family towards me. Everyone was changing, and the ownership issues was cropping up. So, but still somehow everything was managed, because my grandmother was very supportive, very caring, very protective towards me. She used to take care of me. She used to make me understand, it's okay, it happens, you are a woman, this, that, whatever she could convince me with. Don't get mad, don't worry, things will fall in place. She used to make me understand. She used to take care of the situation well. And we things I mean started moving, and somehow it was going on. Some days it was very good, some days it was not so good. But because of my grandmother, time was passing by. Then in I was already independent. I mean, I started to work. I was the only girl in the family again who just started working after passing my class 12.
Oh, okay.
After I was the only girl. In fact, in my entire society, we have never done any job. We are a business family person. We don't know what job is. I remember when I applied for my first job, I had no idea what resume is. Although I was good in my English, I was good in my, I mean, decent in my academics, but uh, I had no idea, because we don't know what job is. What we only understand business. The talks were in the family about business only, so we don't know job and how to apply a job. So my first job, I remember how I felt for my after passing my class 12. I took a job. Everyone was accepting. I'm moving out of the house. I'm doing anything. If I'm going out of the house, it's accepted. But in within the house, there is not a single ownership kind of support. I mean, I was getting. So I started working. I was already working. I was taking care of my expenses. I stopped taking anything from the house. In fact, I was giving. I started to give. I started to give. I don't know why I started to give. And anything I was having, earning, I am only giving. And this giving habit, I don't know from where I got. I was giving, not keeping anything for myself, just giving. But end of the day, I was having nothing, but I was giving for myself. And then my granny passed away. I realized things were not good, so I just left. I mean, I spoke to my parents that I want to stay separately, and they were again okay with that. And this step also, and I thought they will be mad at me. I said that I will be, because I was the only daughter, and my mother is very conservative. In some things she was very modern, very advanced, but in some traditions she was very conservative. So I thought she would not allow me In fact, I was very scared. At the same time, I thought this is a wise decision. Before things burn out so badly, I should leave this place, because I could
Right.
feel, I don't know, I have this sixth sense of feeling something is going to happen always. And this,
Right.
everyone says that I have this feeling since childhood, and I've seen it comes true. So
Ah.
I felt that something is not right, I should move out. And when I spoke to my parents, they were okay. There was not a even question asked.
So
So
there
I started
was.
living.
So you started
I
move.
started
So you
living
moved out from
out.
Calcutta,
Yeah,
right?
I was working in Kolkata only. Yeah,
Okay.
I was living in my the same city,
Hmm.
just not too far from the house. My office was very close by, so I was staying there only.
Hmm.
But what happened?
Hmm.
Suddenly, my biological mother,
Uh huh.
she was getting unwell. She has this kidney
Issue.
issue,
Okay.
and and everyone knew that she won't survive.
Okay.
So she won't survive.
Hmm.
So from 2011, I am staying separately.
Okay.
2011, I am staying separately. Now 2015, my biological mother passed away.
Okay. So did you care for your biological mother from 2011 to
Not before,
2015?
not
Okay.
no. She started calling me. I mean, when she got sick,
Huh.
she started calling me that
Okay.
come stay with me. Why you are staying alone? So I felt bad for her. So
Right.
I thought that she anytime she's so. I mean, we all knew that she will not survive.
Right.
So she was having a severe kidney problem,
Huh.
and my parents were not so interested, not showing any kind of interest in me. And I
Okay.
wanted to live with the family because I belong to a joint family, huge
Hmm.
joint family. So I always have this craving of family, even while staying in the joint family. Because somewhere I think I was not. I'll say I was the chosen one to kept separate, or I don't know what to say now at this after the therapy.
Yeah.
Before, my story was something different.
Yeah.
So I was the chosen one to kept separate, kept in a delicate way, to because I was supposed to, my purpose of life was music maybe, or whatever.
Correct.
So
Correct.
I mean, when my biological and asking me to stay with her. So then some days I was going and trying to give her emotional support, and whatever I could, I was trying to do for her. Although she has
Right.
no problem with finance or anything,
Hmm.
I was not doing anything financially. I was trying to emotionally support her and be
Correct.
connected with her to her last
Right.
days.
Hmm.
And I remember my last conversation with her was on phone.
Hmm.
And before the night she passed away, she said
Hmm.
that I told her my issues over the phone, that my issues was growing up, very burning up very fast. So she said that she will come back and try to solve my issue this time finally.
Okay.
But unfortunately she did not come back, and the issues remain unsolved.
Correct.
And the moment she died
Hmm.
in 2015, my other siblings, they, I mean, the family, they changed overnight. So I had to decide,
Hmm.
uh, because I was never expecting anything from the family. I
Yeah.
accept love and affection.
Correct.
So I was not expecting anything. I was already working. I was already surviving on my own. So then I decided, now I want peace, and I'm not going to get peace in Kolkata. So where should
Right.
I go?
Ah.
Because for work and for travel, I was already traveling. So I have seen Mumbai earlier. I have seen
Okay.
Bangkok also earlier. So I thought
Okay.
first Bangkok. Why not
Okay.
Bangkok? Because Bangkok is good international standard. I will get good work, or I will do something
Huh.
good. Then I realized,
Huh.
the moment I decided to leave, the first question comes up, where you will go. So I had decided Bangkok or Mumbai. So, but Bangkok, then I realized if I go to Bangkok, my
Hmm.
visa will expire. And if I don't get any work, if I don't settle there immediately, then there will be a visa problem. And
Correct.
my money will finish. Whatever savings I have, it will finish.
Correct.
So where will I go then? Then there
Huh.
is no backup because I have no support.
Huh.
Then I realized, okay, Mumbai is safe. Mumbai is safe for women. In India, if I have to stay, Mumbai is the safest for women. And I know a little bit of Mumbai. I have come to Mumbai earlier. So let's try Mumbai.
Huh.
I don't know what is going to happen. I don't know what I am going to do. I just left Kolkata. I think something pushed me out of Kolkata. I don't know what happened overnight. I decided, and I was the person. I still can't believe I left Kolkata because I was traveling for work, but I never thought I will leave Kolkata. I think something pushed me out of Kolkata. I don't know what, my grandmother's blessings or what, or I don't
Maybe
know,
your mother's
my
blessings.
mother's blessing. I don't know, or my karma, anything. Something pushed me, literally, something pushed me out of Kolkata. And everything, the moment I left Kolkata, everything started to fall in place. Everything was, definitely, I was devastated. I was crying like anything. Every night I used to cry. I was very alone,
Yes.
very lonely. No one to look, no one to look up to. Even in Kolkata, there was no one, but at least I knew there is some a family is there.
Correct.
But in
If there
Mumbai,
was
I
a
have,
problem, you would reach out to
correct,
somebody. But in
correct.
Bombay, there was nobody. You were absolutely alone,
Nobody.
staying all by yourself.
Yeah, alone,
Mm.
all by myself, and I can't go back. I have to do something. I don't know what will I do. And my business, suddenly my business was also not doing so good. It was not doing good because my purpose was changing. I realize now,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
things were not working out. And but I was living in peace in Mumbai. I Everything was falling out in place. And one day, but I was always finding answers. Why me? Why I was chosen one? Or every day I
Yeah.
was crying. Why me? There were 12. I could have been ordinary child. Why different? Why different? Why
Yeah.
me? Why I am not getting the love and affection of my family? Everyone is. I'm getting materialistic things. That's not a problem. But I'm getting money. I'm getting clothes. I'm getting food. Everything I'm getting. But why not the love and affection? Why not the ordinary life of my other siblings which they are enjoying? I just wanted the ordinary life, but God has chosen me for an extraordinary
Something
life, which
else.
I understand
Yeah.
now.
And
Something else.
मुझे
Yeah,
याद है Lata, when you came to see me, you
yeah.
were so distraught and you were also so
I was,
upset and crying, and that I mean, you had to pay rent, and you had
yes,
to
yes,
manage yourself, and it was really really tough for you. I
correct, correct.
remember that conversation that we had the
Yeah.
first time you came to see me. So what prompted you to come to see me?
Uh, I have seen you. I mean, I don't know. When I was very young, as a child, I have sometimes seen you in TV. I never thought of doing this, or it's not that I was following you.
Correct.
It was in my mind. Yes, I have seen you in TV.
Huh.
Raz Kisme Janam Ka, which you
Huh.
did that show. I have seen one because I was not into TV that much, but I
Correct.
have seen. I have seen. So
Huh.
I mean, um, one day I have a habit of buying newspaper and reading the latest news. So I saw an advertisement
Okay.
of this therapy.
Huh.
Immediately in the entire newspaper, my eyes got
Hmm.
stuck to that.
Huh.
So I thought, nee, I have to try this. Let me see.
Huh.
So I tried to call, and everything was God's plan. So everything was connecting. Everything was getting into right time, right place. I could see, I could feel now
Hmm.
that at that point of time, immediately everything happened. I spoke to you, and I felt I have to do this. This is the way I will get my answers, and this is
Hmm.
my one life. I have to make my life best. I have to make
Correct.
it better because
Yeah.
I always wanted to, whatever my background is, I don't care. I want my life to be better. So I
Wow.
will do everything. I will do everything to make it better. So this.
पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं मुच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः